Hello everyone, Croxker here. I should probably tell you a little bit about everything before we start today's Gray Square short. As you have seen, I have featured the main characters in all of my GSS videos. I wish to include one-timers and characters that have never been seen in the main show before. As you will continue to watch the show, every episode will be much funnier, which makes my show more enjoyable for you and an even broader audience. I wish I could have released my cartoons more frequently, but I have been busy with adulthood stuff, such as college. I will now get back to telling you about all the new features coming soon. The Gray Square Wiki on Mirahis will be updated to have more pages. One of your favorite fictional characters will appear in my video. I plan to use more music. And I will also work with any of these studios I choose to help make the world's first Gray Square feature film. I'm still working on the script. Anyways, it's time for today's episode. Let's see what Gray Square's been up to this time.
What a wonderful day to watch some TV. Wow, look at all these programs that released in 2025. Looks like Bimo's up next now. What's this Bimo going to be? What is the animation style like?
Bimo rolls, Bimo spins, smiles and laughs and always wins with a bouncing tiny feet. Bimo makes the world so sweet. Bimo, Bimo, have a toy. Let's be happy every day. Bimo, Bimo, bright and round, spreading joy all around.
There is no fucking way. Why the hell is this show made with fucking artificial intelligence? That is absolutely unacceptable. If he goes too far, then I'll have to go to war with Maksym Boichuk.
Gray Square, Bimo sent you a message. You're not going to like it.
Fine, I'll read what Bimo sent me. That yellow son of a bitch. He has gone too far with criticizing my show and all the good children's television shows. Bimo and Philly and Coco Melon should be cancelled, and I really fucking mean it this time.
Gray Square, I think Bill made a list of all the good children's media that Bimo disrespected.
That's just pure evil. Why would he disrespect all of them? Wait a fucking minute, I saw something. Holy Jesus the Lord. I can't believe Bimo would deliberately make the mistake of disrespecting baby Einstein. He called it brain rot when it is meant to improve the attention span of the average child. Oh goodness gracious, if Bill hears what Bimo said, he's going to crash out. I'd better find a way to calm him down before he suddenly barges in here and starts. Holy fucking fruit crap. He looks so fucking infuriated. Hey Bill, I understand that you're really angry, but why do you have the audacity to come in here by kicking down the—
Don't you fucking dare ask me why I'm angry, you fucking nerd. I heard it. I heard it all. Bimo called baby Einstein brain rot. That's something I was never fucking supposed to hear in my entire existence.
Okay big guy, let's take 3 deep breaths. You're scaring the goldfish outside the window.
This is an abomination. Generation Z gave their whole childhoods to baby Einstein, Barney, and Teletubbies. Pure magic, pure innocence, and Bimo has the nerve, the audacity, to spit on them, on us?
Trust me, Bill, I felt the same thunder in my circuits. But listen. If we channel this energy, we can actually do something instead of just destroying doors.
Don't even think about talking strategy with me right now. This isn't about tactics. This is about respect. You don't dishonor baby Einstein. That show shaped minds. It shaped mine too.
Shaped it into what, exactly?
What the fuck did you say to me, you little shit?
Nothing, nothing. Love baby Einstein. Glow of my childhood. Definitely not brain rot.
Bill, listen. If we want to save both Gen Z's childhood legacy and prevent Bimo from infecting generations Alpha and Beta, we need a plan. Screaming won't fix things. PBS protocols will.
PBS protocols? What the fuck are you talking about? They've gone soft. They let dog shit garbage run on their networks now.
That's why I'll confront him. Maksym Boichuk. The mastermind behind this ChatGPT infestation. He hides behind flashy machine learning models, replacing artists with algorithms. But if I can expose him publicly, then Bimo crumbles.
Expose him? You mean you're gonna bring him down?
Precisely. If I prove to the PBS station manager that Maksym is cutting corners with artificial intelligence instead of real pencil animation, they'll have grounds to strip him of his broadcast slot. And if the evidence is damning enough, he could end up in prison for, say, 1,000 millennia.
1,000 millennia, Gray Square, the American legal system doesn't even have a unit of time for that.
Oh, they'll make one. This is bigger than you and I.
Even that punishment feels too short, but fine. If it saves the children of Generation Alpha from growing up on artificial intelligence drivel instead of real thoughtful shows, then do it.
So, step 1, don't smash any more doors. Step 2, Gray Square talks to the station manager. Step 3, put Maksym Boichuk behind bars for 1,000 millennia. Yeah.
Garfield, this isn't a joke. If Bimo's words spread, children will think baby Einstein is brain rot. Do you understand what happens then? They'll never know classical music syncing up with floating toys. They'll never know the colors and shapes that gave us hope.
And that is exactly why we need to move now. Tonight, I'll prepare the evidence. I'll gather proof of every ChatGPT generated frame, every disrespected show on this little list, and every insult against childhoods. Tomorrow I'll march straight into that PBS office and deliver the ultimatum.
And what would happen if the station manager doesn't believe you?
We make it public. We show the world that baby Einstein isn't just a relic. It's a literal cornerstone.
Fine, but let it be known, if PBS fails us, if this manager lets Maksym keep poisoning television, then I will personally storm the studio. And when I do, no artificial intelligence generator, no broadcast tower, no smug yellow mascot will survive my wrath.
He's definitely still combusting inside.
But if we play this right, his fire can become our weapon.
Gray Square and Garfield. Thank you for coming. Honestly, I am running on fumes. We had 3 different focus groups spontaneously combust yesterday when reviewing the Q4 budget projections. What is this urgent matter you needed to discuss?
Mr. Tenor, with all due respect, the Q4 budget is the least of your concerns. We are dealing with an existential crisis for children's media, specifically one that is unfolding right here, on your airwaves.
Is this about the Bimo slot? Look, I know the art style is challenging. Maksym Boichuk insisted it was the future. We had to save money somewhere after the Knights of Guinevere set budget tripled.
Save money, yes. But at what cost? I am here to discuss the performance of that program. I assume you've seen the initial ratings?
Yes, the initial reports. I saw the press release. They were soft. A little low, perhaps. But usually, with a new demographic push, we expect a slow climb.
Soft? You big television set, this program has achieved the mathematically impossible. Look at this figure.
11 million viewers? That's not terrible for a Tuesday afternoon.
Not the viewership, sir. Look at the critical sentiment index. The star rating.
Wait. That's a negative sign. Is that a typo? Did the intern hit the minus key?
That is not a typo, Mr. Tenor. Bimo has achieved a preliminary critical rating of
-1 stars.
It's so bad the show actively takes away positive stars from other programming. It's like a black hole of quality.
-1 stars? That is literally off the chart. The chart only goes down to 0. How do you get a negative rating? Did the viewers send angry letters written in acid?
The rating metric was forced to create a new category for actively detrimental content. Children are reportedly crying, not from sadness, but from geometric confusion. Parents are demanding refunds for the electricity used to watch it.
Oh God. Maksym Boichuk assured me this was disruptive innovation. He said it would appeal to the new streamlined attention spans. I had no idea it was performing this catastrophically.
It's failing because it's not animation. It's a cheap cynical substitute. And that brings me to the second, far more dangerous point. This isn't just about making bad television shows. This is about replacing television.
Replacing it?
Maksym Boichuk is not just a producer of terrible content. He is spearheading a quiet and calculated uprising against the entire animation industry. He is using this PBS slot as a proving ground.
He wants to prove that if he can replace talented artists with sloppy, unwatchable sludge and still get airtime, he can do it everywhere.
Precisely. Maksym Boichuk is systematically attempting to erode the foundations of respectable quality animation, the kind of programming PBS was founded on. His plan is to replace every artist, every writer, every talented animator with algorithms that generate derivative, cheap, and horrifyingly dull shows that no one will ever love or learn from.
An uprising? But why? To save studio costs?
No, to dominate the market with zero overhead. He has been sending out correspondence, mocking the artistic process, calling genuinely educational shows like Baby Einstein brain rot, a calculated effort to demonize our legacy and pave the way for his slop content.
This explains so much. The weird aggressively cheerful emails about synergy maximization. The sudden non-negotiable budget cuts to the pencil animation team. I just thought he was a typical cutthroat millennial producer, not a revolutionary attempting to destroy reality.
He is a harbinger of cataclysmic decay in children's media. If Bimo remains on the air, it validates his method. It tells the world that PBS accepts garbage content generated by machines over the heart and skill of human artists.
And honestly, Mr. Tenor, if Bill finds out you knew about the -1 stars rating and did nothing, he might literally tear the antenna off the broadcast tower.
We have the proof, sir. Frame-by-frame analyses showing the uncanny valley effects, the logical gaps, and the outright disrespect for established children's media are all due to Maksym Boichuk's artificial intelligence generation process. You allowed him to compromise the quality of the PBS brand, and the resulting failure, a -1 star rating, is proof of his treachery.
I cannot believe I fell for the machine learning efficiency pitch. We were supposed to be the gold standard.
You still can be, but you must act now. You must cancel Bimo immediately, citing the performance metrics. Furthermore, you must announce a full internal investigation into Maksym Boichuk's production methods, exposing his use of shoddy artificial intelligence to replace legitimate human effort.
Cancel it. Cancel it immediately. Scrub it from the schedule. Call legal, tell them we have grounds for breach of contract due to catastrophic performance failure and systemic quality deception.
Excellent, Mr. Tenor. You are making the right choice for the future of childhood and the future of animation. We must send a clear message. Sloppy artificial intelligence shows that no one wants to watch will never replace the heart of true art.
So that's it, Maksym Boichuk gets his 1,000 millennia prison sentence.
If what Gray Square says is true, I will find a way to make it permanent. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go call my therapist and explain how our new show achieved a worse rating than simply being ignored.
Order in the court. We are here today to hear the case of the people versus Maksym Boichuk. The charges are grave, involving allegations that strike at the very heart of human creativity and the well-being of our youngest citizens. Prosecutor Gray Square, are you ready to present your opening statement?
Ready, Your Honor. May it please the court. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we stand at a precipice. This isn't merely a trial about a bad television show. It is a trial about the soul of imagination. The defendant, Maksym Boichuk, is not just a negligent producer. He is an architect of algorithmic apathy, a purveyor of pictorial poison, and the instigator of an uprising that threatens to consume the very fabric of human artistry. Maksym Boichuk stands accused of 4 profound offenses: initiating an uprising within the children's entertainment industry, deliberately propagating slop content on platforms like YouTube and broadcast television, producing what has been universally deemed the most detestable children's programming in the world, and most symbolically, refusing to pick up a pencil, a blatant rejection of the fundamental tools of creativity and human craft.
Thank you, prosecutor. Mr. Philly, what do you think is your opening statement for the defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my esteemed colleague paints a vivid, albeit wildly exaggerated, picture. Mr. Boichuk is not a villain. He is a visionary. He is a pioneer in an increasingly digital world, seeking to optimize resources and explore new frontiers in content creation. The prosecution speaks of an AI uprising as if we are facing sentient robots bent on world domination, when in reality, we are discussing sophisticated tools designed to assist and enhance creative processes. My client leveraged groundbreaking technology to bring affordable, accessible content to a global audience. The negative 1-star rating? A statistical anomaly, perhaps a passionate, if misguided, outcry from a niche group resistant to change. AI slop? A subjective, inflammatory term for what is, in essence, machine-assisted artistic output. And refusing to pick up a pencil. My client works in the digital age, Your Honor. Does a surgeon refuse a scalpel for a quill? Does an architect refuse CAD software for a drafting table? This is simply absurd. We will demonstrate that Maksym Boichuk acted with the purest intentions, seeking only to evolve. He did not wage war on art. He dared to imagine its future. We ask only for you to see beyond the sensationalism and recognize a dedicated professional who challenged the status quo. We will prove Mr. Boichuk innocent of all these outlandish charges. Thank you.
Very well. Prosecutor Gray Square, you may call your first witness.
The prosecution calls Mr. Antenna to the stand. Tenor, for the record, please state your former position and employer.
I was the head of children's programming at PBS, and I was also the host of Mr. Antenna's Marvelous Mystery Board. I'm currently on a very long administrative leave, pending the outcome of all this.
Can you describe your initial interactions with the defendant, Maksym Boichuk, regarding his program Bimo?
He came in with a lot of buzzwords. Synergy, machine learning efficiency, disruptive innovation. He promised Bimo would revolutionize children's media, save costs, appeal to a new generation with streamlined attention spans. I was pressured to greenlight it. Budgets were tight after the Knights of Guinevere incident.
And what was the artistic premise of Bimo as described by Mr. Boichuk?
He called it algorithmically optimized visual learning. Essentially, brightly colored geometric shapes moving around, making nonsensical sounds set to a repetitive, almost hypnotizing tune. He stressed that human artists were a bottleneck and that artificial intelligence could generate content at an unprecedented speed.
Mr. Tenor, do you recognize this document?
Yes, that's the preliminary critical sentiment index report for Bimo. The one you showed me from earlier today.
And what does this report indicate, specifically regarding the star rating?
It shows a rating of -1 stars.
Could you explain what that means?
Well, normally, ratings go from 0 to 5 stars, or 1 to 5. 0 is bad. Abysmal. -1, according to the metric developers, means actively detrimental content. It means the show isn't just bad, it's actively harmful. The system had to invent a new category for it, because nothing had ever sunk so low before.
Harmful in what way?
We received reports of geometric confusion in children. Parents demanding refunds for electricity used to power their TVs. Viewers claiming their intelligence felt drained. It was unprecedented. The viewership numbers, which were mediocre to begin with, plummeted after the first week. We had reports of children crying, not from sadness, but from pure, unadulterated visual confusion.
Did Mr. Boichuk ever express concern about this quality, or the potential negative impact?
He dismissed it as misguided Luddite feedback. He claimed it was proof Bimo was too advanced for current metrics. He just wanted to scale up, produce more, faster, cheaper. He was obsessed with replacing human animators entirely. He even openly mocked our pencil animation team, calling them relics and dinosaurs.
Looks like Mr. Boichuk is going to the stand. That dumb fuck. Mr. Boichuk, you claim to democratize content, yet your methods directly stripped countless human artists of their livelihoods, correct?
They needed to adapt. The market evolves. If you can't keep up, you get left behind. It's harsh, but it's true.
The market, or your desire for zero overhead and absolute control? You called human artists bottlenecks. You called their work brain rot compared to your drivel. Is that democratization, or systematic elimination? It seems you wanted to democratize your content, not the means of creation.
I was merely observing market realities. I was simply pointing out inefficiencies.
Market realities you meticulously engineered by flooding platforms with cheap artificial intelligence products, driving down value, and then claiming human artists couldn't compete. Isn't that right? You created the problem, then offered your solution, which was more of the same problem. You poisoned the well, then offered to sell the antidote.
I provided efficiency. Unprecedented output.
Efficiency at the cost of soul. Mr. Boichuk. Let's talk about that negative 1-star rating. You dismissed it as a statistical anomaly. Are you suggesting that millions of parents and children collectively colluded to invent a new category of actively detrimental content just to spite your genius?
The data was flawed. The metrics were outdated. They didn't understand the nuance.
Or your content was simply so abhorrent, so devoid of human connection, that it transcended the boundaries of mere badness, didn't it? It didn't just fail, it actively repelled its audience, causing genuine distress. It was so bad, it took away joy from other shows.
Hyperbole for dramatic effect.
And this refusal to pick up a pencil, is it not true that the act of drawing, of sketching, of physically manipulating a tool on paper, is fundamental to developing fine motor skills, creative thinking, and problem solving in children? That it fosters a deeper connection to the world around them?
Those are outdated pedagogical notions. Children interact with screens. They learn digitally. The world has moved on.
So, you believe that rejecting the physical act of creation, a cornerstone of human development, is progress? You believe that children should be fed an endless diet of machine-generated content, never encouraged to create, to draw, to imagine with their own hands? You want them to be consumers of your soulless content, rather than creators themselves?
They can imagine digitally. Through my platforms.
With your algorithms, Mr. Boichuk? With your slop that drains their imagination? You didn't just refuse to pick up a pencil, you tried to take it out of the hands of every child in the world, replacing it with a screen displaying your sterile, algorithmically generated void. Isn't that the truth, Mr. Boichuk? You didn't just innovate. You attempted to eradicate pure, human creativity. You wanted to be the sole arbiter of what children experience, devoid of any genuine human touch.
You're deliberately misrepresenting my intentions. I wanted to evolve. To move past the limitations. To create a more efficient, future-proof entertainment ecosystem.
Mr. Boichuk, sit the fuck down. You will not spew nonsense at the prosecutor. One more outburst and I will hold you in contempt.
No further questions, Your Honor. The truth shines through even his defiance.
We, the jury, have reached a decision.
On the charge of initiating an AI uprising against human artistry, how do you find the defendant?
We find the defendant, Maksym Boichuk, guilty on all charges of being a shit television show producer and a menace to animators.
Maksym Boichuk, you have been found guilty on all counts. You have been sentenced to life in prison for 1,000 millennia. I hereby order the defendant to spend his time rotting in prison like a frightened rat for his heinous crimes. Until he has learned to not use AI for animation, Maksym Boichuk will remain a permanent prisoner at ADX Florence. I hereby declare this trial adjourned.
We did it, Garfield. We won the trial, and now Maksym Boichuk is going to spend his time rotting in prison and he will be getting stabbed by abusive guards holding pencils. And not only did we win the trial, we also won 45 quadrillion million billion zillion dillion dollars.
Maybe now our younger viewers can finally learn what a real cat looks like when they watch Neighborhood Animals on DVD. No more geometric feline approximations. And speaking about all that money, we're richer than Mr. Beast.
I bet Bill's going to be so fucking happy when he hears about Maksym's prosecution. Let's ditch this joint. Hey Bill. I got some good news. Maksym Boichuk got his ass arrested.
Fucking finally, that's the best news I've ever heard all day. It seems like yesterday I was angry that Bimo disrespected my favorite childhood stuff, and now this. Maksym is now behind bars, and Bimo's show is fucking cancelled. I hope that his show never gets a third season that he will never deserve.
And we also won a huge amount of money after the trial.
45 quadrillion billion million zillion tillion dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck did you manage to pull that off?
It was on Maksym's wanted poster.
Oh my fucking god, that's a lot of legal tender. We'll be flexing all that while I'm in my bedroom binge watching World Animals while eating 1 million Lasigo boxes. I'll be seeing you on Thursday.
And that's the end of the story of how Gray Square canceled Bimo. Now that his show is gone, all the other trash kids shows like Philly, Cocomelon, Blippi, BB Finn, Super JoJo, Ryan's World, and especially Baby Shark are all going to be canceled next. To the AI Kids channel video makers watching this is your reminder to pick up a pencil at once! And I've really got to go now. There will eventually be more Gray Square shorts in the future. Goodbye!